Taal is a historic town founded in 1572 by Augustinian friars known as the Center of Heritage and Arts in Batangas. Originally located along Taal Lake, now the town of San Nicolas, it was relocated to higher ground after the devastating 1754 eruption of Taal Volcano. During the Spanish colonial period, Taal became a center of wealth and influence and home to key figures like Marcela Agoncillo and Felipe Agoncillo. It is also home to the minor Basilica of Saint Martin of Tours, the largest church in Asia, surrounded by well-preserved ancestral homes. Today, Taal remains a living heritage town, celebrated for its barong Tagalog weaving, traditional crafts, and authentic Filipino cuisine. After almost 2 hours of travel, we arrived in Taal Batangas. The journey took us through the South Luzon Expressway, President Jose P. Laurel Road, N433 Road, also known as Banay-Banay Mohon Cuenca Road, then Santa Teresita Alitag Diversion Road, and finally the Paliko Balayan Batangas Road. Along the way, we passed a mix of Hispanic, American, and modern houses, many of which are likely protected by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines. Taal is known as a living museum of Philippine heritage architecture. Walking through its streets feels like stepping back into the Spanish colonial era, where grand ancestral homes called Bahay na Bato represent Filipino culture, craftsmanship, and history. These houses combine native and Spanish influences, featuring stone ground floors, wooden upper levels with capiz shell windows, high ceilings for ventilation, and steep roofs designed for tropical conditions. They were built not only for beauty but also for durability against heat, floods, and earthquakes. Among the most notable homes are Casa Villavicencio, Agoncillo White House, Goco Ancestral House, and the Marcela Agoncillo Museum, each showcasing elegance, history, and preserved Filipino heritage. Distinct features like capiz shell windows, carved wooden details, open terraces, and grand staircases reflect the artistry and lifestyle of the past. These ancestral houses are part of a wider heritage setting that includes the Taal Basilica, one of the largest churches in Asia. What makes Taal truly unique is that many of these homes are still maintained by families or repurposed into museums and inns, keeping Philippine history alive and continuing to tell its story for future generations. Visiting the Grand Taal Basilica and exploring the historic churches of Taal, we continue through its heritage streets and ancestral museums like Casa Villavicencio and the Marcela Agoncillo Museum. Each stop reflects timeless architecture and stories of Filipino heritage preserved through generations. To end the experience, we head to Casa Recuerdos de Taal, where we dress in traditional Spanish-era costumes and take commemorative photos, capturing a final moment that brings Taal's history to life.